I know all of you guys saw the time on this video immediately clicking onto this video, and I'm gonna explain why it's 5 seconds long because, as you can tell with these past videos that I've uploaded recently, like, ever since I joined the Minecraft SMP, I've been trying to try new things, and because of this, the way my videos are significantly different. They're very unique from one another. I'm not picking up this certain pattern, but rather I'm trying hundreds of different patterns based on how I feel, trying new things and stuff like that, because that's what I find enjoyment in. And it's very similar for this situation, though that's not why it's 5 minutes long. The reason why it's 5 minutes long is because what I'm trying here takes a lot of effort. And if you guys want to see more of this, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And without any more blabbing on, let's get to the video to see how good this video is. So how I was trying to do this video, because I wasn't really in the mood to record, is that I kind of just stopped talking and realized halfway through I can just add extra commentary during the edits, and that's exactly what I did. And that explains why I'm starting to just hit some highlights and highlight everything, rather than make some actual commentary during the recording. So to hit some highlights, I first dug a hole for some cows to go in because I needed leather. But then I remembered that hoglins drop leather, so I decided to just do that instead. I had managed to get 9 leather and in turn 9 books, only for me to not be able to find the villager trading hall at all. I saw a bot boy strolling by, a village that was in progress, a sugarcane farm, and eventually I got so desperate as to go inside of the caves, only to then get lost and have to dig down so that I can resurface from the corkscrew. But first, I got even more desperate and used the free cam mod to see where the villager trading hall was, cause it might have been underground. But still, no luck. Alright, you know what? I give up. I don't want to spend hours of my time not making progress, and instead just wandering around lost for really no good point, because let's be honest, I'm not gonna end up finding a villager breeder or whatever. The only villager breeder I'm gonna end up finding is my own. But what this means is that I need to finish getting these villagers in place. I think what I'm gonna do is just try to think of a design that I can use and try to not bother with honey blocks. When it comes to villager trading halls, I tend to overcomplicate it a lot. For example, I wanted to add honey blocks and a zombie, but I really shouldn't have because it really hurt the process, and I didn't know how to do that, and I really should have learned how to do that before trying this. But eventually I gave up, which made it towards I could finally finish the villager breeder and move on. Unfortunately, the villagers had that weird bug where they were just not cycling through their trades, so I decided to whip up a contraption that will essentially decide it before they go through the system and get locked in place. But that problem had only revealed itself until after I put in 2 more villagers into the system. Alright, well, I have this contraption set up that hopefully works, but we're about to find out in a second. What this thing is supposed to do, is have the villagers go in here, and then we scoop them out the back and then throw them over there after we're done trying to set up their trades, but there's no guarantee that this is even gonna work, so I have to hope that it does. Well, there's one problem. There's no backboard for this thing. Alright, cool. At least this guy's now inside of his place. And hopefully, we'll take a trade. During this time, I found out that the job station had to be a block higher, and so I did that. But looking back on this footage, I realized that the villager was actually trying to get to the stone cutter instead. Another editor's note, during the editing was kind of unnecessary because I apparently noticed during the gameplay. I can indeed say that this was working because I was cycling through his trades no problem, and I managed to get him in place no problem. The same place as that first villager of the episode, because apparently I killed him. I guess I just didn't feel like dealing with a nuisance. But at least the next villager wasn't as bad. And just like that, a quarter of the haul was done. 5 villagers down, 15 more to go. Wait a minute. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, after heading back up, there were no ripe villagers, so I decided to do some chores in the meantime. Such as getting rid of this disgusting patch of chorister. Well, that took forever, but at least I can now watch the sunset from the comfort of my own plains. Watching this over and over and over again makes me feel like this is just really, really short. But don't forget about what I said at the beginning of the episode. If you guys support this video right here, I will make so much more of this in the future at greater lengths, because the rush is what keeps me going. I would be lying if I said it wasn't about the views, but a small part of it is. I do also just have fun making the videos. But I will see you guys next time.